It's a beautiful thing. Can I see those old-time veterans, please? Guys who hang around the VFW, guess what? They can relate to the younger generation. Their history has not been erased. It was for a while, but it's being reinstalled. You're looking at soldiers at Fort Bragg, everybody. Fort Bragg. May I see the buildings of Fort Bragg? It's one of the biggest bases in the Army. Goes on for thousands upon thousands of acres. 82nd Airborne, I believe, is there. And guess what? For a little while, it was named Fort Liberty. Why? The wokeness, the craziness. Everybody said that, General Bragg was a Confederate and shouldn't be named for that because it's racist. Well, eradicating our history is stupid. And thank you to Secretary Hegseth. The guy is delivering. Not bad, Pete. He disappeared. Good job. He's making these things happen, along, of course, with his boss, the President of the United States. And take a look at this. His approval rating is hovering around 53%. Given our climate, given where presidents have been over the past several decades, this is like landslide popularity. And 70% of the American people, 7-0, believe that he is keeping his campaign promises because he absolutely is. This is an amazing time in America. It's an amazing time for MAGA and beyond MAGA as we watch the president fulfill his agenda. Did you see him at the Super Bowl, by the way? I thought that was pretty cool. And I did not realize that presidents don't go to the Super Bowl. Like a lot of other things, he's doing it. He's doing things that no one else has done. All right? And he's not afraid to have big, very talented, very smart people around him, like Elon Musk. You know, presidents can have very fragile egos, and no one can say that, actually, I believe, about Donald Trump. You think about the criticism that he's received and the things they say about him, and he can handle a guy who has a massive intellect like Elon Musk. And he is having a major impact on America. So a little bit on who is Elon Musk. I got to tell you, I only know the basics, and let's start there. Elon Musk is 53 years old. He was born in South Africa. He became a U.S. citizen in 2002. He made his big money when he co-founded PayPal, or shortly thereafter. When they sold it, he made $160 million. Put that money into Tesla, which he founded in 2003, named for a Victor Tesla, I think, the scientist. He is now worth approximately $397 billion. That's pretty amazing. Richest man on earth. His mother seems to be a great person. They hang out all the time. What else? Elon Musk, on the personal side, has been married twice. How many children? 12. All right. So, interesting man. But that's just the background. Let's hear him talk. Let's get to know him a little bit. And he's been brilliant his entire life. Take a look.
Microsoft should not be allowed to own the browser market. If they do that, then they will own the gateway to the internet for every consumer, and that is almost certainly likely to result in a less valuable experience for the consumer.
All right, only in his 20s, being interviewed on national television back in 1998. And the next year, what happens?
Just 3 years ago, I was showering at the Y and sleeping on the office floor. And now, obviously, I've got a $1 million car and quite a few creature comforts. It's just a moment in my life.
And the success kept coming.
I think it's important that humanity become a multi-planet species. I think most people would agree that a future where we're a spacefaring civilization is inspiring and exciting compared with one where we are forever confined to Earth until some eventual extinction event.
Well, the success kept coming because he kept working very, very hard, and he wasn't afraid to hire very smart people. Take a look at this.
Do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position because, and I know it because he shares so much of it. So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Not a lot of people can say that. And he's an interesting guy. He He didn't like the questions, and sometimes he just, he kind of marches to his own drummer, and it's pretty amazing to watch. Now, when Don Lemon interviews him, there's a real quality spread there. There is with anybody who interviews Elon Musk.
If you look at history, if you study history broadly, everyone was a slave. Everyone.
Yes. Well, not everyone was a slave.
No, everyone was a slave.
Okay, but
we are all descended from slaves.
yeah, well,
All of us.
yeah.
It's just a question of when. Was it more recent or less recent? That's it.
Right.
But what future do we want? Is this something we want to make part of our constant dialogue forever, or do we want to say, like, let's just move on and treat everyone, according to just who they are as an individual?
I agree with you with that. That's the ideal. But what the evidence shows is that that's not what's actually in practice.
I think we're doing better than anywhere else.
Good luck trying to debate Elon Musk. That was, I believe, Don Lemon's first and last day working at X. And more recently, he's become a huge supporter of President Trump, in part because, well, he watched him very, very closely during the campaign. And like a lot of people, that day, July 13th in Butler, Pennsylvania, had an impact.
The true test of someone's character is how they behave under fire. And we had one president who couldn't climb a flight of stairs, and another who was fist pumping after getting shot. Fight, fight, fight. Blood coming down the face.
That's a great way to put it. I never thought he did. He literally fist bumped after getting shot. And it was amazing. All right. We also know that he's even more active on Twitter and X than President Trump. And he says interesting, compelling things all the time, like a couple hundred times a day. Let's go through some of them. I think we have them all stored up. Somebody will tweet something like, either the Supreme Court comes in and reins these judges in, or we don't actually have real elections. And Elon will say 100%. I like it. He spots an interesting tweet and he just retweets it, kind of like President Trump did. Back to his mom. What's she all about? Seems like a great lady. They go to openings together and benefits. And here's what she says about her genius son.
At what point as you were raising him, did you think there might be something different about this little boy?
From the age of 3.
Really?
He just reasoned with me so well, and I didn't know how he could figure out things. I mean, he was 3. Mm-hmm. And then I sent him to school early because and they said, you can't send him, as the youngest person in the class. And I said, he really needs other stimulation as well. And the nice thing is that he took what he could do and actually implemented it. Many genius kids, they stay in a basement because they can't actually move ahead with that. So I'm very thrilled.
Well, nice lady, and they have a great relationship. So he's able to catch rockets. This has never been done before. Initially in like science fiction, space travel, they kind of imagined it happening like this. But when you actually do it, I still don't think it's real. No, it is real. President Trump was also blown away. Take a look at this.
I watched that rocket ship come down. I've never seen it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm looking at the screen, and I see this rocket pouring the fire, the flames. It's all over the place. It was white a week ago, and now it's pitch black from the burning coming down at 10,000 miles an hour. It's coming down at a low. There he is. There is my Elon. He's that great. You know what he was doing for the last week? Campaigning in Pennsylvania.
Just a mutual appreciation, and I think it's really terrific. And they are changing the world. It's wild to watch.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.